We are working on cures, and we're getting some very good results. As you know, they're working as rapidly as they can on a vaccine for the future.
But what does rapidly mean here?
If this were 10, 20 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, we'd be looking at a time frame of years before we were actually seriously considering having a vaccine available.
Peter Hotez has dedicated his life to developing vaccines, including one that targets coronaviruses.
Now we're compressing that timeline to months.
And around the world, there's now a race to develop a working vaccine to fight what's on the verge of becoming a global pandemic.
More than 20 vaccines are in development globally, and several therapeutics are in clinical trials.
Although this is the fastest we have ever gone from a sequence of a virus to a trial, it still would not be any applicable to the epidemic unless we really wait about a year to a year and a half.
You see, even if a vaccine looks promising in the lab, all that matters is how well it works in the general population. And it takes multiple steps to prove that. First, that it is safe, and then that it is effective, and ultimately, how it compares to other treatments.
Clinical testing is going to take a lot of time. We have to do extensive testing, both for safety as well as efficacy, to show that the vaccine is preventing the infection.
And there's an added challenge: attracting pharmaceutical companies to actually manufacture it.
It turns out that many pandemic threats are not big money makers for the large pharmaceutical companies.
But it is much more than a matter of turning a profit.
This vaccine is not only going to be needed to help public health, but it's going to be used to stabilize the economy. It's going to be used to stabilize global security.
Now, it's worth pointing out, Aaron, that as much of a desire as there is for a vaccine, understandably so, it's only going to work if people actually take it. And with the flu shot, a vaccine that is available, we find only 45% of U.S. adults actually get a flu shot every year.